So in the last few months, so many of us have started to go back to work and we've left the house. The hard part is we'd been home for a year and a half, close to 2 years, and our animals got used to us being home all the time. Prior to the pandemic, we had an everyday life that we literally took for granted, and so did our animals. And then they relished in the fact that we were home with them all the time. But in the last few months, we've been going back to work, and a lot of people are talking about the challenges that they're facing now that they're going back to work and their pet is home alone. So I want to talk to you today about what we can do from an animal communicator perspective to help your animal in this new post-pandemic phase where you're not home all the time anymore. I'd like to welcome you to my channel of End and After. I'm Hannamari Mäkinen, and I'm an animal communicator, end of life, and grief educator. My experience with animals growing up is what has led me to do this work, to be able to help others on an even deeper level, and to be able to help them have a deeper relationship than they thought ever possible by being able to understand their animal and their selves even more. So welcome to my channel. So a lot of people have emailed me and shared what are some of the major problems that they're facing. And that's happened post-pandemic with them going back to work and the changes that they're seeing in their animals. And they're noticing that, now we're not home as often and their animal is home alone so much of the day. And not only are the humans adjusting to a new routine, but now they've got to get their animal adjusting to a new routine. This is leading a lot of people to let me know that they're feeling that their animals are having more pent-up frustration and energy from this change because there's been a change in the routine. And that can also mean that maybe they have more of an appetite or less of an appetite. They want to snack more, they don't want to snack more. Their energy is now due to a decrease in activity because we're not home, we're not playing with them as much. Maybe we don't have as much time to walk them on a daily basis, particularly if they're dogs, or play with our cats. And this can lead to a lot of problems and frustrations for them, but also for us humans. And we just want what's best for our animals. So how are we seeing these consequences show up in their behavior? Maybe they've become more destructive. Maybe they're chewing, maybe they're peeing in the house. Maybe they've become aggressive to move out their frustration. Maybe they've started digging or ripping things up or chewing up beds. Maybe they've become lethargic and they just lay there. So what can we do about this? So from an animal communicator perspective, how you can really help your animal in this situation is they want to know why the change happened, why you're not home as much. And as simple as that sounds, they'll understand, and they actually need to know. Our animals like to know what is going on with the day, what the day looks like, what they can expect. And it's really important that if you can share with them, hey, we had the pandemic come and we all got locked down. And what that meant is I got to spend all this great time with you. But now things are starting to get back to a little more normal. And I have to go back to work, or I have to leave the house more. And I'm not able to be with you as much as I was before. Being able to explain the reason why, it is amazing that then our pets will then actually understand that and start to have a little less anxiety. They can be self-conscious too and wonder, what did I do wrong? And when we can explain that to them, that helps make a really big difference in their life. And another way to continue that explanation is like letting them know what the day is going to look like. This is the day that I need to go to work at this time, and I'm going to be away from you for this many hours. Maybe someone's going to come in and visit them or give them a walk or a bathroom break or play with them. Maybe someone's not, but explaining that to them and what they can expect, and also letting them know what is it that they can do while you're gone. Maybe you've got some special chew toys you want them to chew. Maybe they can just go sleep and relax. Maybe they can just watch out the window. Maybe this is their time just to relax, and always let them know the time you're expected to come home And that when you come home, you're just going to be super happy and excited to see them. And when they know the reason why, it actually really helps them with a lot of their frustration and anxiety because now they have a better understanding. And you don't have to have guilt energy around it because this is what's happening. Most of our pets knew how to do this before the pandemic. We just need to explain to them why it's happened, and now we're doing this again, and they will adjust. The other thing is they're going to feel our stress as we go back out to the world because our animals are so sensitive to energy all around them, and they love us so much. They're going to be so sensitive to our energy. So if we're leaving the house with an anxious energy and we're worried about them, and if you think about it, if you had a parent who would leave the house all anxious and worried, you're going to stay home and go, what do I have to worry about? What do I need to be anxious about? So our animals are no different. They're going to be wondering, if they're leaving anxious and worried, do I need to be anxious and worried? So when we can switch that energy and ground ourselves and go and not make a really big deal out of leaving, just make it into a matter of fact routine and let them know, hey, I've got to leave now. You're going to be okay. You're safe in the house. You've got some toys. I'm going to go to work and I'm going to be super happy to come back and see you. And when you can leave with that matter of fact energy and keeping them in a place of love and not have worry or angst when you're leaving, they're going to be in a better place because they'll be like, oh, hey, my mom or dad feels pretty good about leaving. So I'm okay to be at home. It's safe to be home. That little switch in realizing what's your energy when you're leaving the house will really make a big shift in your pet, in them feeling more comfortable and secure and safe in the house when you're not there. When you've noticed behavior changes in your animal while you're away, and whether they're chewing and being destructive, you really want to make sure that are they having enough movement during the day and fun in their day? So is that creating toys? Is that looking at having a friend or family member pop over and take them for a walk or play with them, or hiring a dog walker or taking them to daycare a couple times, just so they have an outlet for their energy if you're unable to do that on a regular basis like you were before. The other thing as well is they like to have a special room just like we do. So if you can create a really safe, quiet space that is theirs, you can also leave a piece of your clothing that has your scent on them and they know that you're coming back. They always know that you're coming back because you're going to be telling them that you're coming back. But that can create a place of feeling safe and calmer while they wait for you to come back home. You can try teaching them a few new tricks, something that will mentally stimulate them. If you don't have time to go for a walk or anything like that, if it's your dog and you're going home, and just spending just a few minutes in the morning before you leave and when you come home, when you don't have a set time or you get home late, you can have small little snippets of quality time that you make with them where you're actually really focused on them. Be that in the morning, you're focused in your snuggle with them, you're focused in a couple minutes of play. It's not that everything needs to be done in an hour in one sitting. If you can break it up during the day, that's giving them great quality and helping them feel secure and attached to you. So some other ways that you can consider helping your animal's mood while you're gone and to not feel lonely is to playing music or podcasts, because just having sound can actually help calm them and give them something different than silence. The other thing is some animals prefer silence. So just see how is your animal with music or without music and which one is their best option. And there's a lot of mood enhancing music out there that has been created specifically for pets that have really calming and soothing effects. And those are always worth checking out. So you can check for those links in the description below. So again, the big tip when you're leaving for work, it's making sure that you are leaving with a really happy, confident energy, reminding them that they're safe and their job is to relax, maybe watch the house, look out the window, whatever it is that you want them to do, and not leaving from a place of guilt or worry. And this way, when you're leaving from a place of happiness and joy and excitement to return home to be with them, your pet is going to feel that energy, and that's going to carry them out throughout their day. So, sharing with your animal the night before or the morning of what their day looks like and what your day looks like, what they can expect, what's their purpose while they're home alone without you, where you're going, when you're coming back, what you're going to be doing. All of these make a change. And from an animal communicator perspective, it's always literally communicating with your pet what is the day looking like for them. So if you're finding the information in this video helpful, please make sure to click and subscribe below and share this video with anyone that you think who might benefit from this. I'm going to be posting more informational videos once a month. And if you'd like to know more, check out the links in the description below. Thank you so much.